This is Sicaria Strike Displays, oxygen not included, prehistoric planet pack number 27. And this is my room overlay. And if you have been watching this series and you know my base, you know that there is something missing. And that something is right here. Yep, that's right. We're missing our park. This park is doing nothing. So in this episode, we are going to spend some time and we are going to alleviate the stress that we are accruing. So let's just follow Higsby. We're going to go on a day in the life of Higsby. So Higsby, he's our standard pick up and do the hard work kind of duplicate. Oh, nice. It's cold and he got yucky lungs. And now he's sopping wet. Here, let's go down here. Here's his stress. Right? And I'm forcing them to do something that they're not really going to enjoy. Like I want them to finish this room and give me a place where I can just store this polluted water and we're going to bring the polluted water into our systems and use them, right? Just more water. I'm gonna, and you can feel it too, right? I hope you can feel it too. Like the stress that now that we're watching Higsby do his work, he's just not having a really great time. We are really working him hard. And Freya, she's immune to cold, but she's also getting it. So, okay, well, I'm trying to get Higsby to finish the rest of his day, but you can see clearly here, like, this is horrible. Not only that, but if we go over here into the Decor overlay, he spends 99% of his time sitting here in the worst, horriblest decor that we... minus 5,000 right there. Or 500, I'm sorry. Look at these decors. And that's how he spends most of his day. So of course he's not going to be chill or happy or any of that. Like this one line right here is just absolutely just bathing them in unhappiness. They're like this. They're like their friends, though. That's always a bonus. All right. Well, the point is that we need to improve the decor around the place, and we need to do things that aren't going to cause him all these different problems. The other thing is the thing that I said in the beginning of the episode is we need to put that nature reserve back. They are not getting the they're not getting the park buff, which they should be getting. Look at him taking this like 182. Like, of course he's gonna be not having a good time of it. Now he gets to enjoy some life. So let's fix some of this, okay? Also, I don't really like him coming up the side like that. I'd rather have him come up the middle. I guess that's just a way that they could take if they want to take the decor hit. Let's fix this. So, one of the biggest problems that we have right now, and the thing that is just absolutely killing them, is heavy watt wire. Each little piece of this is minus 25 decor, and look at what we did in the beginning. We made a whole big old line of it for no apparent reason, when now we could just put in a substation over here, and these guys can take a decor hit and we can do something about that, or we could just move the refinery up here and move these down here, stuff like that. So we're gonna rewire this and do it really quickly, and we have these substations over here that we can just like add more and more lines to. So let's clean this up and yep. Yeah, let's get to it. Heavy wire, let's just say be gone. What happens when you're be gone? Oh, what? I know I don't want to get rid of this one, but I probably should. We're just going to connect this line. This whole thing can just go. It's just too much right here. And then we'll leave this here. I don't care. That's fine. These are definitely power spine, and need to be on the power spine, and that's perfect. They don't need the power spine right here to be right here. This line right here is our big line. So another spot we could put we could put a transformer right here. And then we're going to turn all of this. Nope, not heavy watt wire, but conductive wire. We're going to turn all of this into regular watt wire. And it's going to jump over here and then come over here and do these suits as well. Seems like a lot of power, actually. But we need those jumps. Oh yeah, that's not great. What am I bridging on? What did I bridge on right here? Did I just remake these into heavy watt? This is the line here, so those should be heavy watt. What did I do here? Oh, I changed those over. Yeah, just let it go. Notice the music isn't really playing in this episode, huh? Alright, what do we got left? Just a jump. And then we got that left. Oh, look at this little jump wire. We need these jumps to be done. Also, we should be starting to make stuff out of cobalt now. We're gonna make these out of cobalt. Alright. If I want to we could just put in another power port or transformer here. I think that's actually the better idea. That gives us two, and then I can set this line by itself. Yeah, we can set this line by itself, and we can get rid of this whole bit right here just by adding this. What is this feeding anyway? It's feeding this weird setup here that I'm not even using. Fun. Over here. We need to line up these wires here. Wow, that's gonna burn. Look at all these things that are gonna just burn here. This can definitely be attached to each other, as well as this. I think all this can be together. And this is a light. I went crazy with this, didn't I? This needs to come up to here. We need to feed these. And that's with this. So I guess I'm gonna leave this. leave this some heavy watt wire here. Cut that. Send it here. Oh, this needs some love. Is this gonna be a problem? This is a big line. This line is fine. Yeah, here, it can go here. What do I need into this? We don't have the power set up yet. That's what's going on. And pretty much anything that runs, see, here's my trick. Here's the problem, is that anything that runs on this line with this is gonna break it. And this just needs to be on a line by itself. Don't really want to put power spine all the way through here, right? All right. How do we do this? We just do the thing, I guess. Like, it has to be heavy watt gold. I don't know of another way that it can be the way we set it up here. Power wire. So look at all these little wire lines that are all unexposed. So every time they're going through here, they're getting hit by -5 on this wire here. The very, very next thing that I want to address is this. Our room here is not a room anymore. So let's fix this room to be a room. And then, like, a plastic tile. I don't even care. A pair of plastic tiles. Okay, that should turn this room back into a nature place. Let's take a look at this. We have one mimica bud. It is supposed to be fertilized, but it isn't. I think that I'm going to we're going to uproot this one and make another mimica bud here. These two aren't doing the trick. We need some more pollination here, and these wild ones aren't doing it. Fine. Just let me plant any plant that I have. This aloe vera seed, we need to just relocate this to somewhere where it's fine. I don't know. Over here. It doesn't need to be here anymore. The next thing that I'm going to do is we're going to work on this ladder, and we're going to make it a 3-wide ladder. And you'll see my madness in a minute here, when we're going to use gold amalgam now instead of whatever these doors were made out of before. And we're just going to move everything over one. And everything's going to be gold. Like, we have to deconstruct these, I guess. I don't remember, or there was a reason for the water. I think it was for the for the knits, but for whatever reason the knits never took. So we're gonna just take this apart, and I think that we're just gonna have more of just a row of these guys, and then a row of mimicas underneath them. And this should be the way that the row looks, and then we'll fix this back up. This will free us up another whole room. We'll continue on with our downward dig. Well, the outward expansion is what we're going to call this. Buildings. I mean, just chop. I could just chop all the way down to here, all the way to here. Just do it. Oh, it's got to be a little higher priority than that. All right, we'll fix this. Don't worry about it. We need to move doors and stuff. Okay, so we have this one right here. Also, see, vines grow on ladders. Vines grow on ladders. I'm gonna just deconstruct this pickup right here, and might as well deconstruct the set down, and then, well, we're just doing the whole darn thing, aren't we? And then we'll just rearrange how this room is. So we'll put the critter condo in the back here, and then the grooming station at the very edge. We have all the dirt and clay we could possibly want in this thing, so we're just going to deconstruct these. We're going to move these into the back here. Should also probably put some airflow tiles in here so that the air makes it. Fine, I guess we're doing a whole row of them. We got a mimica bud, so we're gonna uproot this guy here, and then we'll put that mimica bud right here. Condo's gonna go back here. This goes here, and then the uppy downies. Yay. Deconstruct this. We need to make sure that this probably goes back here. I'm actually just gonna deconstruct it. That's fine. Mimica goes here. Mimica, get uprooted. We could also prune these. I also really want to move these the mimica buds to somewhere over here. I'm sorry, the sweatcorn to like somewhere over here or somewhere over here, where they can easily be harvested. Lura or mirth. Oh, we need some mirth. We don't have enough regular planties. Okie dokie. It's the drywall back there. Yep. So what I really want to do is I really want to pull this all out, and I want to turn this into another lumb farm. And then we need to replant our sweat corn like somewhere over here. We're gonna have mimica buds right here. We could just put all of our sweat corn all along this line right here and just have one long line of sweat corn. That seems valuable to me. Here, just prioritize this room for a second while we're talking about it. You can pull these out here. They're ready to be harvested. We're just going to deconstruct all this stuff. Harsh, but reality. We want better construction going, or like we want better plants, so and then we'll just deconstruct these here, no problem. And whatever that was, we don't need that anymore. We're going to deconstruct this and put it somewhere else. This has to get deconstructed as well, because there's Mimica going to be here. Did I do something wrong? I feel like I did something wrong here. This is a lot of dirt production to get that. You're too cold, right? It's too cold in here. I'm okay with just locking that down. Nope, I want to copy the settings here. We want Mimicas all across here. Nice. All right, so I made a mistake here. One of these two needs to get turned, and I don't know which one it is. Or maybe I did it right. Maybe I actually did it right. So, is someone trapped? Someone is trapped. Oh yeah, Nisbet. Hey, buddy. All right, so just auto sweeper in the gap. And then shipping containers to take it all back out. And then we want a storage bin like right here, and that storage bin is going to contain dirt so that they can harvest this stuff. This needs to get deconstructed. The power is going to come from over here. Heavy watt. And then mesh tile. Well, just regular tile's fine. Boop-a-doop. All right. We'll get these plants working. No big deal, right? Okay. So now we have more room right here, and this room right here we can update it to be sweet corn, sweat corn. The other thing that we're doing here is we're making it so that we can, when we do our sweat corn, we're gonna have dirt be we're going to have dirt be supplied here, and then we're going to feed our mimicas dirt from below here. Does that make sense? That I hope that that's a cool use of this stuff. We're not going to use iron ore here. We're going to use gold amalgam because that's what we use in this place. All that stuff is just going to drop out here. And then we're just having dirt here because we want all the dirt we can get right here as much as we can. Research is complete. Beach chair. Very nice. Let's see. The next thing we might want to take a look at is getting our hydrogen engine. It takes all of this research here. We are already working on the monument, so I guess we can work on the monument too. Okay, I'm gonna let them work on this. Let's continue on with our opening of our line right here. And what we're gonna do, what we're doing this for, is so that we can deliver. We're gonna be getting plastic here with the petroleum that we're working with. So silly dupes stepping down like that. Okay. Yep. You are deconstructible, absolutely. I also think that I'm going to deconstruct one of these, specifically this one, and then we're going to put in a hydroponic farm. I'm also going to put in one right here. We're going to deconstruct this one. We're going to put that one in here. We'll get with the overgrown node. That hurts so bad. You have no idea how much that hurts. That plant was over 200 years old. We're going to put overgrow in here. I never get fed dirt here. That's fine. I think I'm going to do this one too. This will give us our. This will make sure that we don't have to ever mess with them ever again. They're set up. I've been waiting to do this for a long time, and I just feel like it's time to do that. While we're messing with these. Okay, next is the corn. So we're gonna do a bunch of corn in here. You. Down here, well, yeah, it needs pollination, and this probably should be 9. Let's mop some of this stuff up here. I need to go back. We're gonna move this research too. We're gonna move this all over down here. And then we need ova fig in here. And then we're also gonna need it right here too. Because these are not gonna there's no food for them right now. We're gonna do a mimica. We need a mimica bud every 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah. Can't put one in there yet. Got it. Sweatcorn. We got a whole bunch of it right here. Wow. Let's just destroy all of our hopes and dreams right here. I also think that I'm going to just use this. Oh, what's this? We have something here. I didn't even realize. This can also be sweatcorn. So let's turn this into sweatcorn. Someone is entombed. Oh, geez. She's like, I'm fine. Don't worry about me. Okay. Get them working on this. This is also something they should probably work on. Blah, blah, blah. Sweatcorn, we need mimicas. We can deconstruct these up here. This power line needs to get changed over so that it's not hurting us. Although this couldn't easily support this. I say this a lot, apparently. Oh. Alright, that should pick up all this mess and get it out of here. Probably need to mop that up. This too. Oh yeah, lots of sweatcorn going to be harvestable here. And then we're going to move this one out of here, and then this one out of here. This one's cool. It can stay because it's actually just our park. So here's our nature reserve. If you notice, look at our stress. Higby still has a horrible amount of stress, and we are going to have to dig to fix that. But like, a nature reserve is huge. Doing things to improve their decor is huge. Letting them run faster is huge so that they get out of those horrible areas. Like, I'm not using my plastic, but if he was running down here, I should be using plastic or whatever the fastest run thing, metal tiles, if I needed to, just to give them faster run speed, do the things that they want to do better. This needs to get mopped. Whatever happened here? Oh, geez. We got bottles of everything that we could possibly want here. Oh, some angry dupe decided to break this. This is great. That's nice and powered. This is 61 degrees, which is pretty freaking warm. I don't have a reason to do this anymore. They don't need to jump up here for this one. So let's deconstruct this and just make it one of the line. Oh, yeah, we got ring rose bushes we can put back in here. Nice. This also needs to be fixed. Airflow tile, yay. Lots of oxygen everywhere. Mimica bud. And then we're just going to put sweatcorn at all of them. Come on. Are we out of cobalt? Nope, we got plenty. These will fix themselves. I'm not too worried, and duplicants will come in and handle all this stuff. I may just leave a gap. I may leave gaps instead. I might turn this into just one big room. And then when the mimicas are done, they can come and get eaten. Am I horrible for thinking that that works? The next thing is we have dirt, so we need to do something about that. Shipping, a conveyor loader. This pulls dirt into here. That's what that's gonna do. Yep. Okay, and then this loader is gonna do a line up here. We might not even need to go that far. Let's check our auto sweeper range here. Just that far, I think. That's all we need. And then this will split between those two, and then we got that goods. And I'm actually gonna come over here and we're gonna do the same thing over here. So each level is gonna get an auto sweeper worth of food. That's it's leaving 3 on the table here. That's not great. This will all be dirt. No, my gosh. Yes. Somebody is drunk at the wheel. Huzzah. Oh yeah. The back 2 will be Mimica Bud, which is dirt. We don't need to we need to feed these peat. Oh yes, we need to make sure to feed them peat. I forgot about that. I thought they needed dirt, but they need dirt and peat. Ah, yes, I have forgotten that the peat part. Okay, second row. I did this weird. I should not have done that. Let's deconstruct that. And then we'll put this one the right way. This is for peat. But they also need but the Mimicas also need dirt. And the dirt can be fed. Oh, I don't even need, well, I need, these 2 can be fed by this one. Right. So these 2 can be fed by this one. This one cleans this room. These 2 can be fed by this one. I don't need this. I didn't really think that I was going to be doing this as part of the episode today, honestly. This wasn't my intention. I'm having to do a lot more work than I intended just to fix the sweet corn issue. This is gonna be dirt. And then power, we need to power this. The power is not gonna be gold, power is gonna be cobalt. Uh-huh. And so we're going to do the same thing for the mimicas that are in the back here. I only want to do 2 mimicas. I don't want to do more than that. Just 2 for these groups. Jump across over here. Here's this line here. This is going to feed that, and this is going to feed this. And then we need a place. We need a place to unload our peat. So I guess we need to grab peat from here. Are we gonna? Now that we have these, we should do the new method of. Let's kill that off. Let's get them some overgrow. We are going to uproot all of these. Oops. Time to uproot all of these, because we're going to get rid of this, and we're going to turn this into another lumb farm. Like, I'm going to break things if I do this. I can't go breaking every heart. New blueprint. Ooh, another bonbon tree. Soon we will have crazy amounts of bonbon tree. All right. They never finished these. And that's preventing us from finishing this. Then another thing that we need to do, oh, man, is this one was useless. So we're gonna chop that. This is all useless. They're not even using this. So we're gonna chop that. Wait. Maybe we don't have access to that cobalt. Maybe it's all sitting right here. Yeah. What are we at? 130? 140? Here, come on. Just give it to me at 190. I don't care. We'll just make this thing work a little bit harder. The steam's not even hot anyway. All right. Wait, there's 8.9 tons of cobalt here. Why does it say that there's only that? Can nobody get to it? Yep. Building broken. Some is trapped. What? Now sweepers to sweep this room out here. Um, whenever I get around to that. And then here we should, it's going to be here. So this one will be here. We don't get them all. That's fine. And then loaders should be right in the middle, right? Maybe I should make it so that maybe these should both be just seeing right here. Yep, that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna make it so that we can see that middle one. And who cares about the rest? We'll get most of the stuff in the room, right? It'll save us a little bit here and there. And then shipping, our conveyor loader, we're going to put right above this guy. Boom. Only peat is what we're going to... well, okay, so maybe we just siphon... or we just do a solid filter or a sensor with a shutoff and only let peat in. These are all going to need a substantial amount of power. So I think we're gonna make another power grid right here. Boop. Do. All right, and then we don't have the room to do. I guess this one I can do something special. I want it to come up here. And then touch a element sensor, and then a conveyor shut off, and then just drop everything else just somewhere here. We're gonna have seeds, so yeah. Hey, what are you doing with that dirt? Boy, quit it. Wait. Put it with the dirt. These are gonna do their stupid thing. I didn't mean to do that. Dirt. Dirt? Quit it. No dirt. No dirt. And then what did I put in here? I put peat, right? So we should have peat. Oh, we made this the dirt line, and this is gonna be the amber line. And then amber or dirt. Let's make sure that it doesn't do dirt or peat while we're sitting here. No dirt or peat. Don't touch those things. And then this is only peat, or this is only dirt, and then we need one that's only peat. So I guess right here. Oh, we don't have to do that. We're gonna come up from right here. So to do this, one of these low power shut off things, we're gonna need it to go up. Where do I do this? Where am I going to send the, or how am I going to do this sending real quick? I mean, you should just be able to undo it and redo it, right? Yeah, that's looks good. Ooh, beach chairs. You can chill in a beach chair. I think I have a sun lamp. All the power you could possibly want. And then also we need to have automation on that. Only when a dupe is here. All right, back on over here to eat. All right, these are starting to touch them and do things over here. These are starting to get worked. All this, except for these two, should be sweet corn, and then we need to make sure that all these are all mimica. Great. They're going to work on that until they're done. This gives me time to think about this one real quick. How do I want to do this? I can forget about the sweeper and just do the line here. So, for example, like just run the conveyor shut off. What does that grant me here? So a conveyor rail would come here, and then we need to go into a conveyor bridge to keep the power. Oh, that would be cool to do it this way. I think it's cooler to do it this way. Let's not go down. Let's go up. And then conveyor rail goes to here. And then this goes up to here and then out. And we'll just call, I mean, this one tile is going to be just disgusting. It's going to just be really bad. How about it goes up and out here? And then that just, yay, great. We've already got a horrible tile right here. That just moves all that stuff out of there. And then this is going to be peat. Nice. All these will supply with peat. And maybe we need a place for it to drop off. Should it be full? Well, I guess it's gonna drop off here when these are full. Because this will say green, but it's not gonna do anything. These kilns are digging their own grave here. Okay, we need something to dig this sour gas here. Or this liquid sulfur. Seems to be doing a pretty darn good job heating this thing up, though. I want this heat to be in here. Maybe we need more liquid methods of transferring this. This is full. Oh, okay. Let's get rid of this. Let's deconstruct this. This is never going to get less temperature in it. We're going to... Yep, let's get rid of this too. So here's the new idea. The new idea is this. We're going to use the shipping conveyor meter. And just like you would do for a volcano, we're going to do that same trick with this. And have our input and our output. Oh, well, it's going to have to be made out of iridium because otherwise it's going to melt. And this is also probably going to have to be iridium, right? And then our automation here is when you do 3, then call it good. Like, or your 0.3. We'll get it in here, no worries. What am I gonna do with this? Liquid sulfur turns into a gas at 337, so we need to be pay attention to that. So we really need to drink in the liquid sulfur, and it shouldn't come in through here. Like, we're not going to add that heat into here. Maybe we just drip the liquid sulfur onto somewhere hot, like right here, like a plate right here, where it'll get cooled down. Oh, we're going to need power. So this thing here, if we put it small, like 0.3, it's gonna click up 3, send green, and then in the automation layer, it's gonna send green. That's gonna reset it, and then it'll send 3 again, send 0.3, send 0.3, and then it'll drip down onto this, and then that's how we're gonna cool our metals. We already have a bunch of that stuff. Look how cold it is. It's already very cold. As soon as it touches right here, it just gets zapped cold, which is kind of what I think I'm going to do. Oh, I noticed my cooling isn't running here. It's 1 drip too much. And actually, like, just drop off. Yeah, thank you. All right. That might fix that a little bit better. Maybe I'm doing too much wrong by leaving this just available in the open air. How am I gonna fix that? Oh, look. Oh, that's okay. Can they get up? They can. Yeah. We're gonna have to do something about that. Oh, in here, what do we got? We got a bunch of petroleum, a bunch of isosap. So let's build ourselves some obsidian plates here. Quickly take a look at our rockets. This one's done. Can you go home? Oh, I guess I should just put any. New printables are available. There's just a lot going on in this whole episode. We're like trying to do so many things right now. Like, look at what we've done here. We'd like have all this stuff half settled. Buildings, great. Let's get rid of these. Oh, we don't want to get rid of that. That's fine. What we want to do is we want to put in new floor. All. You need to set that to peat. It is peat. It is not powered, however. We are not powered. Are we now having power problems? Looks like holy moly we are. Huh. What did I break here? Oh, look. That's definitely a problem. That's not a problem. We've drained this place of liquid, and I think another problem that we're having is that our liquid shutoff is backwards. We're actually using power when this is too low. So what I want to do is I want to fix that. I want to flip it so that when it's above and we have all that all this coming out of here that we can actually drain it. So these two pipes need to flip. So like this needs to go this way and this needs to go this way. That way we're not using power when we don't have power in the system here. The other thing I want to do is I want to add in water when none is going on. And we have this little water loop going on right here. We have a loop of water that's going on. That's just using all of this water, this is just constantly using water, but we need to add water into our area here. So I think I'm going to make another liquid shutoff, and we're just going to have a pipe that goes in here and comes out right here. I think I made that out of non-insulated tile, so that's not great. And then it's going to go, wait, when it's not going to come out there, it's just going to, it's going to be right here where it goes. And then another jump. Because I really like knowing what my directionality is. And then this shutoff is going to be when we are pumping water here. We're actually going to use this line here. What? Yeah, that's great. Oh, this is going to turn that off. So this should just run whenever it wants to. Let me take a quick gander. What did I do here? This will have to be cut here and there. Okay, so it's off. It's gonna get pushed through there. Great. These don't have power. Is there a way for me to get water in here without... Nope, this line's backwards. Nope, this line's backwards. We need to disable this, I guess, for a second. Here, someone come disable this. That will fix this issue here, and then we'll start getting power back. Alrighty. And then we need to set these just to anything. And then and then the automation sends it up here. Great. These guys did so well. They're well on their way to having all this done. Oh, we need to dig this one. We even got mimicas right here, and then they'll just come and fly out and hang out around here. No big deal. We're coming back down here because I want to see what's going on in here. Can we put some stank on these designs here? Alright, once they finish this, I'm going to call it for this episode. They're going to finish this, and we're going to start pumping in gas. I'm sorry, we're going to start pumping in liquid. And call it good. Oh, sorry, let's just leave them working on it. Yep. Oh, you also need power here? Oh, that's unfortunate. Great, so maybe we should get some water in here? Alright, well, we'll work on this in the next episode. Thank you for watching. We made the decor a little bit better, and we fixed the lumb farms. Have a great day. Bye.